Rep.
Rep run.
Oh, it's this one, okay. Welcome everyone. I'm CapitaineToinon and this is Dark Souls.
I'm Kamol.
I'm in Camp.
And despite the fact that this category is called any percent, we're going to do a category today that is technically not the fastest to beat this game. So if you heard about a category that beats the game in around 20 minutes, it's not this one. So this category is a bit longer. In the past, a lot of the Black Knight weapons, a lot of the any percent category used Black Knight weapons. So historically, when this game came out, people started using Black Knight halberds, and they did for a very long time, up until in 2016, where a new skip got found and destroyed basically the category.
Yeah, this guy found it.
Yeah,
It's all his fault.
it's all my fault. Yeah. So this category used to be fun, now it's not anymore. So
Yeah, that's why it's running this route.
exactly. So I'm not doing the fastest routes. So I'm not going to use a Black Knight weapon. I'm going to use the Blacksmith giant hammer, which, if you're a bit familiar with Dark Souls 1, you know that it's the weapon that the weapon of choice when you do Soul Level 1 speedruns. This run is basically almost the same, but safer. So I'm just gonna get a bit of more vitality, but my damage is going to be the same, the boss order is going to be the same, pretty much everything is almost the same. So Asylum Demon, the first boss. That's an actually pretty old way to kill him, because now all the newest routes would just use black fire bombs to kill him. But in this route we need the master key. So I cannot start with the black fire bombs. It would also theoretically be faster for me to quit out at this door. So for this game we use in-game time. So the game keeps track of everything for us. We don't need to do anything. And quitting out when the door opens is faster in-game time. But for marathon, it's actually slower real time, so I'm not going to do most of those quit outs. There's barely any in this category, so there's like.
Yeah, in this game there are not many doors that you can actually use the door quit out thing on, and it's actually only like 3 seconds slower RTA, so it's not really a hassle to do anyway.
So the start of the run is a bit boring. We're going to go through the Valley of Drakes. I need to grab the S-Stock. It's going to be used for a glitch that we're going to do through the entire run, and it's also a very useful glitch, popular in basically every category of this game ever, period, basically. Maybe you want to explain it?
Yeah, I can explain. The glitch is basically called move swap. It allows you to use certain moves of one weapon on another one, which is what the S-Stock is used for. It has a running attack which hits twice and is very quick. So if you combine it with a very heavy weapon that usually has very slow attacks, we can dish out a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And it works basically by abusing the two-handing of a bow in the left hand. Unlike Dark Souls 2, in Dark Souls 1, you can't actually two-hand a weapon in your left hand except the bow. But we can, through exploiting that the two-handing of the bow, we can actually two-hand the weapon in the left hand. And for the attacks that the bow doesn't have, for example the running attack, it retrieves that information from your right-hand weapon. So if we have the S-Lock in the right hand, we do the glitch and have the other weapon in the left hand, we can use the moves of the right-hand weapon in the left-hand weapon.
Picked up a shield here at the Undead Dragon, because for this run we need a shield that blocks 100% physical damage. We need that for the final boss of the game.
It's also for the fire resistance, because I'm going to grab another shield that gives me stamina regen that I'm going to use with the entire run, except for the final boss.
Exactly. This part can be scary now. I hope everything goes well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, it went fine.
we tried to not talk about it, but basically what can happen here is something that is called a storied roll, where the game just... I jump up from the tower, I spam the button to roll on land, and the game can just completely ignore that. And I was pretty scared, because it's basically... I can fall off on the ground and just die, because the drakes will kill me, and it's basically not my fault. In normal runs, you would just reset if that happens, but obviously for a marathon, you don't want to reset the run.
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple more of these situations throughout the run where we really, really hope that nothing is going to go wrong.
Yeah.
But
we have a lot of donations. Is it okay if I read some?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a $10 donation from Anonymous saying, "Good luck, Capitaine and Milton, mole pups."
And we have a $50 donation from Kenza Naruto. Good luck to Captain and Polish luck to Milton. Just kidding, Swedish luck to Milton.
So over here, I killed the Black Knights just for the souls. So that's one of the Black Knight weapon I was talking about. This one in particular was the Black Knight Halberd. So here I just killed it for souls because I need to do upgrades at Andre, but I actually don't need his weapon. Optimally here I would have Red Tearstone Ring active. We didn't explain it yet. So the ring that we grabbed that was on top of the tower is basically, I would say, the most overpowered item in this entire game, easily. That isn't the glitch, basically. It's the intended usage, basically. So through the entire run, on purpose, I'm going to damage myself to be under 20% HP. And that will activate the ring, and that ring will increase my attack rating by 50%. So in practice, it can boost my damage from, 50 to 70% in rare cases, or up to 150% with, it depends on your build, basically. But to make it simple, let's say it doubles your damage. So it's very, very useful. And I'm going to use it across the entire game.
Alright, upcoming here is the Blacksmith in Undead Parish, Andre. And he's gonna buy here his weapon that he's gonna use to kill the Iron Golem, which is gonna be the first boss that we're gonna kill in the actual, like in Lordran, like except the Asylum Demon.
And coming up is the glitch that killed this category. So it's a glitch that I found on December 2016, and it first. So since a lot of the Souls games share the same engine, it's actually a glitch that was first found and a use for a skip in Bloodborne, and then it got used for actual speedruns in Dark Souls 3. And seeing all of that happen in Dark Souls 3 made me want to test that in Dark Souls 1. And with this skip, we can basically skip. Oh, come on. Okay. We can basically skip opening the Sense Fortress gates.
big parry here.
Nice.
Got it.
So here he has a death cam, which we call death cam. Usually you are supposed to only get that when you fall down somewhere, and you get that top-down camera view. But by doing that repose at the edge of the hallway, we can touch a death cam plane outside the hallway, because with the repose the character leans backwards, and we can get death cam without actually dying. And death cam has the effect that the complete loading process stops, so everything that's currently loaded stays loaded, and nothing else will be deloaded, or new stuff will not be loaded. So we can just walk into Sense Fortress because the gate is not loaded.
So here I'm doing just a peach strat where I'm gonna grab some extra souls. Optimally I wouldn't grab those souls. So now I just quit out to reset the camera and everything is back to normal. And we are inside Sense Fortress. So we didn't have to kill either Gargoyles or Quelaag to get there, which used to not be possible. However, we're still gonna kill Quelaag, because she's on the way to a later boss. But we are not gonna kill Gargoyles in this run. And I didn't change my shield. So that's the other shield that we picked up. It's a weaker shield, but now I'm all green, as you can see. I'm glowing green. So that gives me stamina regen. So now it basically makes everything on the running sections just a little bit faster.
Upcoming here is gonna quit out. Like there's this boulder trap where the boulder just runs down the track. If we quit out here at this point, the boulder will just reset and not come down, so we can circumvent it. In outroutes before Sense Gate skip, you would actually use the boulder as a red tier stone setup, but instead we're gonna use this way here. We're gonna jump into the arrow trap, because we don't have the Ring of Favor and Protection because we don't kill the gargoyles, so we're lacking vitality, so we have to do the setup. There's no way to use the boulder with this amount of vitality that we have right now.
Shout out to Mordos for finding that.
Yeah.
So I already grabbed some souls at the start of Sen's Fortress, and I'm going to grab even more here. And I'm going to talk to an NPC that is in Sen's Fortress, the Crestfallen Merchant. And I'm going to buy some black fire bombs. Those are going to be used for a boss later on. And I'm going to buy some green blossoms, which is another item to give me a lot of stamina regen. Because even though I have this shield, when I'm doing move swap, I don't have the shield on my back, so my stamina regen is way weaker, so I'm gonna use green blossoms to do the job instead. Those 12 blossoms is like way more than enough, but marathon.
So upcoming for this next boss, Iron Golem, he's actually gonna start using the move swap glitch. And as you can see, he equipped the S-Dog in the right hand to be able to use the moveset and the bow in the left hand. And he got it first try, nice. So what he did there is he queued up the two-handing of the bow in the left hand during the jump. And before the jump finished, he switched out the bow for the war pick. So once the animation was actually over, instead of two-handing the bow, it two-handed the war pick. So now since it's in the left hand and it's normally not possible, it's going to use the running attack of the S-Dog, which it's going to use here to set up the Iron Golem kill. Nice. In order to stagger him, you need to deal 400 damage below his legs in new game. And once he's staggered, you need to deal 200 more on the legs below the knees to make him fall. And that's pretty much, normally that would be pretty much what you would use the Warpick for, but we're also going to use the Warpick to get the Blacksmith Giant's Hammer, which is the main weapon of the run.
So one of the odd thing with Iron Golem is that it can often, back before Sense Gate Skip used to exist, it could be considered a very easy boss, but because of Sense Gate Skip and how early we're doing it, we actually had like a lot of troubles to find setups to deal 400 damage, because we want to one-cycle him, otherwise we need to wait. The fastest any percent route, for example, doesn't deal enough damage, so you have to attack at the leg and then you need to wait for him to turn around, because you need him to face a specific direction for him to fall off the edge, because obviously we don't have enough damage to kill him normally, so we want him to fall off the edge, so the setup sometimes can be quite precise. Ooh. Supposed to duplicate this soul here.
Yeah, he's gonna use the Soul Dupe here, which abuses again the action queuing system of this game. You can do an animation and queue up the use of a confirmation box item, and if you go into inventory,
Whoops.
if you go into inventory and use another item, it will actually consume that item that you selected in inventory, but you get the effect of the confirmation box item.
Yeah, so when I'm duping, I'm actually losing an Estus Flask. But the funny thing is that even if you don't have Estus Flask anymore, you can still dupe. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And he actually needs to dupe twice. In total, he needs 66,000 souls in order to get the stuff that he wants.
Yeah, because although this weapon, the weapon that I'm going to get is pretty good, it still have pretty weak damage for ONS. So, oop, nice.
I was unlucky with the RNG.
Yeah, I tried to stagger him during the jump attack with the S-Dog, but I misaimed. It's fine though, it should be good.
Yep.
There's not gonna be a knife
Luckily,
on
you
the
can
back.
just quit out when you fall off somewhere.
I'm just gonna heal later.
We have lots of donations, so if it's a good time,
Yeah,
let me know.
it's perfect. The next part is gonna be nothing interesting, so go ahead.
Peasant sleeper.
Okay, so we've got $50 from Sneaky Penguin saying, "Need my shirtless Milton, LRH."
And we got $5 from Anonymous saying, considering the leaderboards, this couch reminds me of a certain split name. 2 kings, 1 kimp. Kappa.
We've got $20 from Grammar saying, "Hi ESA, I had to donate during the Dark Souls runs. Best of luck to Capitaine and Milton, and also shoutouts to the Supreme Leader for revealing his supreme face. Money goes towards linking the fire because speed. PS chat needs more dogs."
And we got $10 from Anonymous saying, you have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it away from you.
So I'm gonna need everyone to be quiet for the next part, because I'm gonna use the sound to know if the enemies are gonna attack me. Right, no attack from the first enemies. Second one's over here. Yeah. I was supposed to dodge that, but it was pretty early, so.
Yeah, that was a weird position to be in for the dodge.
It hit you halfway through. That's normally not where the attack happens.
Yeah, usually they attack way later. So in this route I have nothing really to kill this guy, so I really need him to fall off. A lot of the time in other routes, if you keep spamming arrows, it decides to not move. You have an alternative, like a battle axe or just a Black Knight Greatsword or something like that. But in this route we don't have anything. This route is pretty nice because this bonfire is actually required. So if I was doing another route where this bonfire wouldn't be needed, I would take it anyway because it's a very safe bonfire for the upcoming boss. But in this route I need to take it anyway for because I'm going to have to kill the giant blacksmith for his hammer, and then I will have to bone back to the bonfire. So it's perfect for marathon, I guess.
Yeah, and on the way he's gonna set up the red Tiesto ring through drops. He's gonna first take some initial setup damage here, and then he's gonna get complete red Tiesto ring range through the next drop, which is kind of precise. Might take a few tries, but maybe he gets it first try.
It's a pretty cool looking jump, so.
We do everything first try here.
So I need to jump over here. Nope.
Nope, not first try.
Nice.
Second try, nice.
So duping more souls.
Yeah, he has 66k souls now, and he's gonna buy 8 Twinkling Titanites in order to level up the Blacksmith Giant's Hammer. I know we gotta kill this guy, unfortunately.
Bible thump. Oh, the kick!
Oh.
Oh my god.
That was unlucky.
Yeah.
There's 2 attacks that I fear a lot from this guy. There's the kick, because he's very, very slow, but the kick is very fast. And there's also some type of combo attack where it just mashes like 16 times before just being tired. So.
Yeah, the giant blacksmith can actually be kind of challenging to actually do fast, because if you end up in a weird spot and he does the attack, then can be kind of awkward.
There is another strat where you just go outside, kill the Batwings demons that are around, and you just, because the giant blacksmith cannot actually leave the room, he's stuck inside it. So there's another strat, but it's way, way slower and it's not as cool. So I prefer just dying, because that's way cooler, obviously.
Would this be a good time for some more donations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got a $9 from Pedrox18. Hey, you're domestic Mexican here. Thimp, Mull, Toinon, Milton, Squeaky. I've heard of heaven, but I've never thought I'd actually see it. To the bullies, best of lucks with the run. Love you all.
We've got a $4 donation from Fiber saying, "I used to be slow and bad at speedruns. Then I went to Speed Souls and Dr. Speedy Soul doubled my speed. Hope the Speed Squad there at ESA shows them that we mean business. I hope this event is remembered as how an entire speedrun community came together to save children."
Alright, nice.
Okay, we got him.
Yeah, so this time he gave me very, very easy attacks.
Yeah, if he does the storm attack, it's very, very easy. And there you get the Blacksmith Giant's Hammer. And since we just used up all the souls, we can just Dark Sign. We don't even actually have Homeward Bones right now, so we're just gonna Dark Sign. And in order to upgrade the weapon, he also bought the Weaponsmith box, and he's just gonna pop the soul for the last time and uses that to upgrade the hammer.
And I forgot. So because of move swapping, my inventory, no, not drop. my inventory need to be in a specific position, and I forgot about doing that. So.
Alright, he's gonna use the Silver Knight here in order to set up the RTSR.
I also did what we call toggle escaping. It's also pretty used in the PvP, I guess. And that allows you, if you're busy doing an animation while you get hits, the stagger animation for getting hit is skipped. So we can just keep moving while getting hits.
Okay, upcoming is one of the most difficult fights in this route. Hope we can get it first try.
Yeah, Ornstein and Smough can be pretty difficult since you need quite a few hits to actually kill Ornstein, since he's very resistant to lightning.
Good opening.
Yeah, good opening.
Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna play it safe. So yeah, the damage with this weapon is pretty decent, but not with this fight, so that's pretty much... Well, not with this. Okay, I'm going for it. Nice.
Nice.
Perfect.
Smough is not doing anything.
Yeah, sometimes
that's friendly.
Smough is just like, nah, I'm just gonna stay there. And the damage already here is like way better for some reason. Alright.
Alright,
nice.
perfect.
Optimally, I would want to take the left elevator because it's a bit faster, but yeah, I'm not. It's fine.
Could we do some more donations?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, we got a $20 donation from Jaun Carmon saying, "Hi, Speed Souls."
Hi.
Hey.
We
Hi.
got $50 from Gamer Vic or Gamer Vic saying Dark Souls, best Souls. I've been waiting for this run a lot. It's nice seeing you, Kamul, Kimp, and Capitaine. Praise Sun.
And we got another $150 donation from BBF saying, "Let's get Milton shirtless. Shoutouts to Mr. Takahashi and the rest of the Speed Souls community. Should be around $1 for every combined death from Mr. 26 and my I Wanna Be the Co-op run." Oh shit, skipped the other day.
So here, because we don't have a Homeward Bone still, I had to use the Princess of Chamber, the Princess Bonfire, which is a bit odd. We usually just bone back after ONS. I also leveled up Vitality. It's going to be the only level up I'm going to do for the entire run. So this is actually not faster to level Vitality, but it's just way safer. So, and we're going to use this guy again for setting up RTSR. Nice. Let's go for it. Yeah, nice.
No jumping attack, nice.
Yeah, this guy has like really bullshit hitboxes, but this one is very easy to dodge. So now we need to, since we didn't kill either Gargoyles or Quelaag yet, the Golden Fog Gates are still there. So we need to find a way to get to Filing Altar to place the Road Vessel. And I guess the easiest way to do that casually would be to just ring the 2 bells of awakening, and that would wake up Fremd in Filing Shrine, and we could just use him. However, we're not doing that, so we need to do forkings way earlier than we used to. And since we never talked to Fremd, the other snake, Cat, is going to be there, and he's going to bring us to Filing Altar instead. Which is why I'm going to Sif right now, since we need the Abyss Ring in order to be able to fight 4 Kings.
On the way here, he's also gonna pick up the stone armor, and he's gonna try to get a certain skip. Like, it's really small. We call it Ruin Skip. He's gonna try to get on the railing here, on the stone bricks, and got it. Nice. And he's gonna pick up the stone armor here. That skip can be kinda tricky.
Yeah.
It only saves like 10 seconds something, but it's kinda annoying if you fail it. But
And stone armor is not really for damage reduction. In Dark Souls 1, the poise is really useful and works really well. So I'm actually needing the stone armor for Nito, because Nito still has a few skeletons with him. So if he attacks her, if they attack us while I'm attacking, they can cancel my attacks, and I don't want that. So the stone armor is here for me to just basically tank the fight. So Nito is going to be one of the only boss where I'm not going to use red tier stone ring. I'm just going to do the fight with 100% HP, but it's fine.
And he is also gonna pick up the Hornet Ring behind the Sif trigger. It's gonna be used for killing Gwyn, the end boss. Spoiler.
Nice. Good start. Very good start.
Yeah, Sif can be kinda annoying to fight sometimes because he's really jumpy. It's more of a bunny than a wolf.
What? Okay.
Good hitbox.
Yeah. I didn't even see that coming. It's fine. It's a long running back, but it's gonna be okay.
It's cool. We've got a lot of donations.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, I did that just for you to read donations, obviously.
Thank you, Captain. So we've got a donation from Dearbot saying, "You can't ignore me here, Captain. Subtract this from the shirtless militant incentive. It's not that warm in here."
Oh my god.
Then we have a $500 donation from Waterjuice saying, "I expected a franker Z face on the left, but this is also okay. By the way, shirtless hype, Gachigasm."
And
Frank is
and we got a $25 donation from Davlong 2 saying, "Is there an option for a two-shirt militant run? Oh, and by the way, good luck, Captain."
Thank you.
We've got a $10 anonymous donation saying, "Kamul, you are a legend." Then we have a $5 donation from Call Me Zero saying, "Can't wait to see you guys in 10 months. Good luck, Captain." Putting this towards Naked Militant.
And another $20 donation from Anonymous saying, "Are $20 enough for shirtless Simp? PogChamp."
Running back, Resident Sleeper.
Stalefish donates 5 saying, "I might give you more cash, but only if that shirt gets splashed." Anonymous donates $20 saying, "Are $20 enough for shirtless Kim, PogChamp?"
Is that like the third one?
Oh. How much money was required for Milton?
Fighting Sif on second encounters is kind of annoying because now the fog gate appeared. Because on the first encounter, there's that happens sometimes with few bosses in the Souls games, where they have a unique first encounter, and then the fog gate appears. So the start of the fight is basically different, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just that there is a lot of rubbles around the door, so it's sometimes Sif just does weird shit. So I don't really like being there. So you may wondering why I'm not move swapping. Sif has like very bad small hitboxes on his legs, so it's actually pretty inconsistent to hit him with move swap. So the routes that does that are really the one where you don't have the choice.
Yeah. That was pretty bad RNG, but with a fast weapon like the BGH or Blacksmith Giant's Hammer, you can actually hit him while he jumps onto you.
Yeah.
With Black Knight Halberd you could do that as well, for example.
Not with the fastest route Black Knight Greatsword, you could not. So I guess I can explain on one of the reason this category is dead. As you can see, I'm using the red Tearstone ring through the entire run, and it could look very risky for a new runner, I guess. I forgot to grab the Firekeeper Soul. I'm gonna do that, I guess. Yeah, it's actually, from the speedrunner point of view, it's actually very, very interesting because you're in this situation where you're fighting bosses one hit away from death, so you're basically not allowed to do any mistake. So it can be it is very punishing, but it's very rewarding. So it adds like a layer of difficulty that is very interesting, and basically a lot of basic Dark Souls 1 uses that ring almost all the time. But now the fastest route for any person doesn't use that anymore, so it's basically not so punishing. So you can just get hits, play, like do mistakes, and the game will be like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, the weapon that you use in any percent is actually very powerful and on its own. And any percent is just too short of a category for that weapon for the red Tearstone ring to actually be worth it.
Yeah, because it takes around 2 minutes to grab. And there is one fight where it would save around 50 seconds, and the others, it doesn't save enough time, so...
if you would use the same weapon in the all bosses category, for example, you would use it because all bosses is way longer and can make much more use of the red tearstone ring.
Especially with the DLC bosses that are very strong. So we are heading to Quelaag, which is one of the early game bosses, but because we did Sense Gate skip, we didn't need to ring the bell, and I'm still not going to ring the bells. So I can just run past her after I kill her. No need to do all the weird shit that we need to do. I was supposed to set up RTSR here, but I actually kind of forgot. So I'm just not gonna RTSR her.
Since we have an endgame weapon here, it doesn't really matter. It deals a lot of damage still.
Yeah. You might also be wondering why we're heading here in the first place if we haven't even placed the Lord Vessel yet.
Yeah.
In order to place the Lord Vessel, we're going to use 4 Kings and Cat. But we can use certain skips to bypass the Golden Gate in the Demon Ruins, and we can do this area before we actually place the Lord Vessel. And with optimal bonfire usage, it's actually faster to do this area before 4 Kings.
We've got a $10 donation from Anonymous saying, I don't care about shirtless, but I hope to see glassless Kamul. Franker Z, what is your price?
There's no price.
And speaking of prices, we are currently 1,400 into the 2,000 of Dark Souls 2 shirtless Militant. And obviously you want him to be shirtless from the whole run, so you gotta donate those $600 before the next run starts.
Just grabbing some humanities. I was supposed to grab those humanities and I forgot, so I'm just gonna do that pretty quick.
So upcoming is a pretty difficult part of the run still. There's 2 skips, one after each other, and the difficult boss fight that can be trolly in a way. So I hope everything is gonna go correctly here.
So this skip is not used in the fastest route anymore, but it's by far one of the coolest skips, so screw you, faster routes.
Yeah, this route is called the Ceaseless skip because it skips ceaseless.
At the start of the skip we shot an arrow at the wall, the far back wall, because there is an enemy, a Capra demon.
Yeah, that just died.
He just died. We gained 800 souls. He went investigating the arrow and fell off cliff. If we don't shoot the arrow, then he will interrupt us while we do the skip here, and we don't really want to deal with him while we're rolling through lava.
Nice.
It's a little bit easier with the 26 vitality that Capitaine has here, but it is there's still precise rolling required to make it past the lava.
Yeah, because 26 vitality sounds like a lot, but the old route also used to have 26 vitality, but it also had the Fap Ring, or the Favor and Protection, the Ring of Favor and Protection, which also boosts your HP by 20%. So I can actually take only 1 extra hit compared to the most difficult lava skip that you could do in a run. I might here go around.
Yeah.
This Taurus can be trolly, so there's one attack that is very hard to dodge, so it didn't do it. So here is another skip called the Fire Set skip. So this is why we didn't need to place the Lord Vessel, because we're gonna skip the Golden Fog Gate through this enemy instead.
And what he has to do here is the worm has to do the grab attack, and if he hits the worm at the same time as he does the grab, he can actually cancel out of the grab and be pushed out of bounds and land on the ceiling of the Centipede boss fight. He's kind of not being nice here.
Waiting for the grab attack to happen.
Oh. He did it there, but timing was off. It's kind of precise.
Getting the French RNG. That one was my fault though. Yeah, I hate when he does it twice in a row. This one, yeah, okay.
Alright, this is fine, this works.
I'm also gonna take this drop very slowly, because otherwise you would jump in the lava and go into a safe spot, but for the same reason that I explained at the start of the run with the storage roll, I could just land on the lava and get stuck there and die. So this safe drop is allowing me to not land on the lava, which is, well, basically guarantees me to not die from the lava. So.
Alright, so we're inside the boss fight, and in order to trigger the boss fight, actually, we have to walk in front of the fog gate, because there is the trigger. And again, Capitaine sets up RTSR here, using the lava, to deal a lot more damage.
Whoops. Oh, that bad. I'm bad. Okay.
A few misses here, but it's fine.
Monka check.
Yeah, monkish. Ah. I could have done an R2, but...
Alright.
You got it.
Alright, so now it's basically just running Spat of Chaos.
Yeah, this part is very boring. It's pretty much one of the least favorite area of a lot of players, because it really feels unfinished. And it also burns your eyes, because those textures are kind of insane. So if you have some donation, it's the perfect moment.
Awesome. We've got quite some. We've got an anonymous donating $10 saying, Camille, how much do you like the BKGS any % route? OPOP.
And we got a $6 donation from Dark177 saying, hey Captain, I'm only 51 places behind you on the any % leaderboard. Better watch out. OPOP. Nice run so far.
Maybe you should let Camille answer before you read another one.
I don't like the route at all, so I'm not doing it.
I'm sorry, Camille.
Yeah, so the any % BKGS is the name of the fast route that I explained earlier. So the reason we don't like it is because it doesn't use register ring. So the skill ceiling is basically very low. It's very RNG heavy, because obviously the longer a boss is alive, the more opportunities you have to give you bad attacks. So, and you do very little damage. Yeah, it's just not interesting of a route. But I did it for 1,000 attempts because I like pain and suffering, I guess.
We have, this is Prox donating $5 saying, please hurry, Capitaine. I'm burning out up in this outfit.
And another $10 from Sosonator saying, hi Speed Souls, praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
Synatic donates $20 saying, Frankersy, 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 Frankersy.
So the upcoming boss is the reason one of the reasons I bought Black Fire Bombs. So this is a very old strat actually, that was discovered by I think in 2014.
Toki Bombs.
Yeah, Toki Bombs.
It was discovered like November, December 2013.
Oh, 13 even.
Yeah.
Never mind. So it allows you to basically completely bypass the intended way, I guess, to do the boss.
Yeah, if you throw some very precisely aimed bombs in this fight, you can actually circumvent the entire fight. Because the goal of the fight is to hit those two glowing orbs on the side, but you can just run to the middle and throw 2 bombs at a certain spot, and you will hit the orbs.
Oh, perfect.
Very nice.
If only I had known that in my first playthrough.
Yeah, it's one of the strat I learned like incredibly early when I was playing this game casually, because this boss is like one of the least interesting boss to fight. It's completely dumb.
Right now with Bat of Chaos dead, we have the first Lord Soul, but we still need to place a Lord Vessel in order to access Nito and Seath. So the next thing we have to do is kill 4 kings.
Yeah, because there is 3 golden fog gates in the game. One of them we can bypass it, like we did here with Fireside Skip, but the 2 other ones we cannot. Here is another usage of the stone armor that I picked up. I'm gonna use this in order. Oh, I was. Yeah, this elevator is supposed to be down. I'm gonna use it to do a precise setup to give me the correct health. So falling damage is percentage based in this game, but weight also affects it. So by equipping stone armor here and the leather gloves, in addition to the S-Stock and the Grasscrest shield, I'm in a perfect setup where I can do 4 backsteps and then a running attack, and this will give me proper HP for the upcoming fights.
Yeah, we actually, when the upcoming skip called Seal Skip. When that was found, there was a...
Oh, I'm very dumb. I was not supposed to jump. I don't have it because I didn't jump in the correct place. Yeah. It's fine. I got this.
There was a huge problem actually getting the RTSR range. But after a lot of testing, we found stuff like this stone armor setup. It's actually really precise to get into the stone armor in the RTSR range because the elevator is accelerating. So it's gonna go like hitting the RTSR range and dying is very close, like a very narrow time window. So, and also here's the seal skip, where we bypass opening the seal and draining the water in New Londo ruins.
I think I got it first try.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Awesome.
So we just get underwater.
The second quit out is to reset the camera because the camera goes crazy. The same camera as when I got Sense Gate Skip, so if I just quit out, it's back.
Yeah, it's actually very silly. You can just jump out of bounds here. Like even if the water is drained, you can just jump here and not die. If you quit out, you're out of bounds. It's very easy to do. And now here's 4 kings fight, and we're gonna try to get 2 kings by using a very specific setup, by getting the kings as low as possible to deal as much damage as possible before they die, and then deal as much damage as possible as they die. So he's gonna do 4 rolling attacks here to maximize the damage before without killing them.
Also, as we dropped into the boss arena, we dropped an item because the second king will spawn exactly where we dropped, so we have a visual cue as to where he spawns.
Right.
Nice.
Awesome.
The first king is the hardest, I would say. The other one should be a bit better.
Now we just run back to the item on the floor.
Yeah, the second king just spawns next to it, so it's very convenient. Very nice.
That is 2 kings.
So that is the fight that I was talking about, saying that the fastest route kills 3 of them instead of 2. So that's the other snake that we need to talk to, and he brings us to Farm Altar. So now we can just place the Lord Vessel and remove the other 2 golden fog gates.
It's also very important to not say no to this guy.
Yeah.
Because if you do, he's gone. So you would actually have to ring the bells otherwise.
Yeah. So that would be a very, very long time loss. Especially because I already killed Quelaag and I ran past the bell, so I didn't ring the bell. So I would have to go back to Quelaag to ring.
At least 4 minutes.
Yeah, this would be like a 10-minute time loss or something. So on the upcoming part doesn't have too much interesting stuff. So if you have any donations,
Sure.
Yeah, we have a $10 donation from Anonymous saying !BKH. And another $30 donation from Anonymous saying, good work, Skeleton.
Then we have a $10 donation from Mr. Takahashi saying, hey Kamul, I've heard that you are a big fan of vegetables. Is asparagus your favorite vegetable due to the similarity to the shape of Milton's noodle arms? Question mark.
10 out of 10. So on the usual routes, you would duplicate souls on these elevators, but this route we really don't need souls, so instead I'm gonna just drink water. That makes me go fast, I swear. So upcoming is also one of the oldest skip in this game, and that can be arguably one of the hardest skip to pull off. Over time, it's like the skip has absolutely no RNG, so it's all to the runner skills to pull it off. And it's one of the biggest skip, I would say. It saved like maybe 5 to 6 minutes. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it's called the Duke skip. Like pretty much anyone who's played this game pretty much knows the skip. It skips the entire prison area and necessary death, so it saves a lot of time.
So I'm gonna call the elevator back down, and I'm gonna jump on the railing while it's moving down, and try to get on one of the upper level of the Duke's Archive that I'm not supposed to reach yet.
Got it first try, nice.
Easy.
So you're supposed to die to Seath, and you're teleported to the prison. You're supposed to escape from the prison, but that's slow, so we just do some fancy jumps instead.
And this little bit of falling and rolling just saves like 6 minutes, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Also, you saw Capitaine there, instead of immediately sliding down, he took a few steps down. That was because the archer was pretty fast with drawing the arrow. And if he's really fast and you start sliding immediately, he might hit you. But if you take a few steps down instead, he will miss you.
Yeah, because you actually stop for like half a second before sliding down. So.
And he's gonna do another drop, which we call the manly drop, which sets up the Artisar basically for the upcoming boss fight.
A quick reminder that we have reached over 70K now. Woo!
Right.
And we are less than $500 away from Milton shirtless.
Damn, 500. So in Sense Fortress, when I bought fire bombs, theoretically I only need 2. But I bought 4, and one of the reason is over here. So optimally I would use the bow to break Seath Crystal, and then perform the move swap glitch inside the boss fight. Because I'm a little bit scared right now, I'm just gonna use a fire bombs instead. So as you can see, I already pulled off the move swap, and I'm just gonna use a black fire bomb to break the crystal. And the movement I did here is to hopefully get no clams, because they can follow you inside the boss fight basically, and that you don't want that. So black fire bomb, and this boss gets like destroyed by this weapon. Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Yeah, and no clam, so that's very nice. You also see Capitaine waiting for the death animation. In order for the boss kill to actually count, you need to get the soul and the victory achieved message. If you bone out or quit out earlier than that, then the boss is not actually dead.
So as you can see, I have like a lot of souls, and I just skip them because I don't know why not. But I really don't need them, but...
Yeah, he doesn't need to level up any strength or dexterity because the weapon that he uses has basically no scaling.
Yeah. So this is why I was saying this is basically Soul level 1, but easier. Because Soul level 1, so the speedrun where you're not allowed to level up at all, you would do basically almost the exact same thing, but you would have less vitality.
Yeah.
So it's basically harder. And it's actually faster because there's one strat in Anolondo where I actually take a bonfire in this route in order to be able to warp it back to it later. But in the Soul level 1, you could just suicide after killing ONS, and for some reason the game teleports you to the bonfire that you never took. So Soul level 1 is actually faster than what I'm doing right now, which is kind of odd when you think about it. That leveling up actually makes you go slower with this weapon. Here I'm quitting out because some skeletons behind me might follow me and block me on my way back, and also it skips the animation of pulling up the lever. So it's faster and it's better for RNG anyway.
Upcoming here is basically just gonna skip the entire Catacombs by just doing 2 drops down to the bone wheels and pinwheel.
This is very known, even casually. You just turn around here, drop here, and here we go, you're at the end of the level.
Skeleton tried to do something to us there, but we escaped.
I need to listen to the bone wheels here, because they can follow me. Yeah, one of them is following me.
Should be fine though.
Yeah.
This is slow.
So here's pinwheel, he's gonna move swap. It's not gonna take very long.
Insert pinwheel joke here.
It's the hardest boss in the game.
Thank you, Kim. So hi pinwheel. Bye pinwheel. Here there's a little message that tells me that I can now upgrade my SS flask to 20. But if I have my start menu opened, this message won't appear. So it allows me to take the ladder before, a bit earlier than when I'm supposed to. It's a very, very minor, but it's cool. Also, I don't need to see where I'm going when I know where I'm going, so if I'm doing just jump into the darkness, it's all calculated, don't worry about it.
Also, you don't need to have the start menu open for the message to block you. You can actually, if you time it properly, then you can actually start climbing the ladder before the message appears. But it's
Pretty sure it's frame perfect.
yeah, it's not worth it all because you can just have the start menu open and close it really quickly. So
here we go. We are out of the. I mean, I guess technically we're still the Tomb of the Giants, but yeah, storage roll. So that's what a storage roll looks like. I was spamming B to roll out of that, but it just didn't happen. In that case, though, it's because I landed on the slope, and the game is weird with slopes. So sometimes the game just doesn't want to. And upcoming is the boss, which is the reason why I grabbed the stone armor. So this is a boss where I'm not going to use red tear stirring on it.
also want to be quiet in order to hear the scream in case Nito screams. Nito has a scream attack.
Yeah.
Where there's basically the Gravelord dance miracle, where the sword comes out of the ground and he screams beforehand, and you want to listen to that.
But in this route, it's actually not too important.
Yeah.
Because I'm healing anyway, so.
But in routes where you actually fight Nito with red tear stun ring, you really want to avoid it.
I don't know why I used the blossom rope there, but it's okay. Yeah, there's the scream, so I have a strat for that. I heal once, roll, and I avoid it. Perfect. The problem with the scream is that it doesn't move. So those are the 3 small skeletons, and in the back there's 3 big ones, and I just want them, like I don't want to aggro them. So that's why I'm waiting for Nito to come here. You can maybe see them in the background. And yeah, I'm doing like really little damage here, but because I have stone armor and 26 vitality, it's there. And also this boss has friendly fire, so when it does attacks, it basically kills his peasants or whatever. So getting an AoE is actually not that big of a deal because it kills all of them, so it makes the fight pretty safe. He's spamming
He
heroes
likes
right
that
now.
attack right now.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's not a very interesting fight if you don't RTSR him.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Alright, so now we are off to the final boss of the game.
Yeah, now we got all the Lord Souls, and now we can make our way to Gwyn.
So the kill of the first flame is not that interesting in terms of speedruns. I just need to set up RTSR with the first Black Knights, and in order to do that, I need the Black Knight to do a running attack. So I'm gonna run away from him in order to bait a running attack, and then I'm just gonna strafe back into it in order for me to trigger the correct health. And I also need to be sprinting to take killer damage. So I'm running away from him like that, and back in it.
Nice.
And yeah, and the other knights have a little bit of attack that can be a bit scary. Maybe this one will do the fast attack. No, the running attack. I have to roll this one. This one has weird hitboxes.
Also make sure he doesn't fall onto you.
Yeah. Yeah, the next Black Knight has a weird hitboxes. I used to think that it was super easy to dodge him, and then I lost a run to it. So if he doesn't do the shield bash, I'm just gonna roll. Well, I rolled anyway. However, the 2 last Black Knights are very bad. Like, they just can't hit me.
This upcoming fight, the Crest Shield is going to come into play, and the Hornet Ring, both items we picked up during the run. The Hornet Ring is increasing our counter damage.
Yeah, I already have
riposting.
equipped it, the Hornet Ring.
Yep.
So can I have for the donation incentive, which ending 1? Because after this boss, I will have to choose what ending.
Yeah, it is Dark Lord currently.
Alright.
So because I don't do that much damage, when he stands up, I'm gonna hit him in the back. Oh, the grab. I don't want the grab, it wastes time. So he has 2 attacks, one that is slow and one that is fast. And the slow one, like this one, I can parry it, and the fast one, I just block it.
Gwyn Bible Thumb.
Alright,
There we.
so Dark Lord.
Don't skip it.
Yeah, do not skip the cutscene.
Alright, nice.
Here we go.
I'm gonna check in-game time after this one, but I should have a pretty okay time. Not sub 50, but this is way better than what I was hoping for. So
Like a 52 maybe.
yeah, maybe a 52. So the world record is currently at 41 minutes. This round can get around 46 minutes. So getting a 52 in a marathon, I'm pretty happy about that. Optimally, you would skip that cutscene because in-game time actually still runs right now. So I'm actually losing time by watching the cutscene. So the final time will have extra time that was part of the cutscene. Or I guess we can. I guess I don't need to check the in-game
Credits
time.
are good.
Yeah, because the credits are really good. I wish Dark Souls finished on the credits because watching credits after a PB is something pretty sweet. But with this game we cannot do that. So yeah, I guess we're gonna end here. So
I just want to read out this donation. It's a $100 donation from Anonymous saying, "Forget Nito, you're my first of the undead." Toinon.
damn, dude. So this was Dark Souls 90%. Pretty happy to be able to do that here. I would like to thank everyone that made donation that allowed me to reach ESA. And thank you everyone for watching. I'm CapitaineToinon.
I'm a Skimp.
I'm Kamul.
And that was the run.
Just up there.
And thank you all three for this amazing run and commentary. And that was a really good run.
Yeah, it was CapitaineToinon. Of course it was good.
And we'll be right back after this quick ad.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
So up next we've got Milton doing the all bosses run for Dark Souls 2. Oh,
Oh.
there he was.
Oh, there he is. So
And
yeah,
we have a gold incentive for Milton to go shirtless, as you all probably already know.
exactly. And currently we're only missing $326 for that goal.
Make it happen. Come on. We've
And
got
this-
a huge part of Speed Souls here too, apart from Sanso and Mech. We miss you, Sanso.
Yeah, a lot of people here, as you can see. And also, the sooner you meet that goal, the longer he's gonna be shirtless during that run. Also, we have a couple more donations. In the meantime, we have a $50 donation from Kensa Naruto saying, "I've changed my mind. I wish Polish luck upon you, Milton."
And then we have Hive Mind donating 3 saying procs on a couch in his costume. I gotta donate. And a $26 donation from Anonymous without any message.
Thank you very much, Anonymous.
So how are you doing at home, everybody? Quick reminder that some of your donations might not be picked up by the tracker, and that is because PayPal puts certain donations, and it's totally random, in review and on hold, and when that happens, the tracker cannot pull them. And once they are released, it's too late for the tracker to pick them up. So we're currently working on that. If you have donated and your donation is not showing up in the tracker, do not fret. It goes directly to the cause, and we're working on fixing it.
Yeah, nothing gets lost here. Either way, it will show up at the charity.
Yeah, and we're working to also have it displayed. Oh my goodness. We also have Pack, the creator of the tracker, notified me that if we scroll down all the way, we've got Janus Prime donating 465, saying, "No one told me who this was, so I figured I'd fill it out." That is a huge donation.
That is a huge donation. Although
How
I
was
don't,
that missed?
Although I don't quite understand the comment, I have to say.
I wonder if that went towards Milton's.
That is a good question. Let me check that out real quick. Oh, well, not quite, but it's only $300 more for Milton Shirtless.
Wow, I saw that comment in the chat, Cooper. Very bad one you are.
Man, calling out those poor Twitch viewers. In the meantime, we have another $50 from CB Ruffle saying, "Good luck, Milton. Monka S. Shake."
It's not Monka S Shake, it's Monka Shake.
What?
Dude, get with the memes.
I have to say, I'm not the most up to date with memes. I have to admit that, although I don't think that's a really bad thing, to be honest.
What?
Yes, you heard me right.
Monka S Shake.
Monka S. Hake. Is that better, Monka S. Hake?
We've got a $25 donation from Anonymous saying, "I had no idea this is a thing, but I'm so glad it is. Thanks to everyone involved. Best wishes from Germany." Thank you for watching, and thank you everybody for donating and supporting. We really appreciate it. The atmosphere here is really, really nice. Last year we had some hiccups, but this year everything has been going quite smooth, apart from the issues with the tracker and a few times when the internet has gone down. And
yeah, we had some minor internet hiccups, but nothing really major.
yeah, it's been good. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed at home. The atmosphere here is really nice. Everyone's super friendly, and it's so cool to see so many awesome people speedrunning for a good cause and trying to make the world a better place by sharing what they love.
So while Morel is talking to someone off screen, I'm just gonna read one more donation here from $5 from Captain Fish saying, "Best wishes to Sweden, you cuties."
And then we have a $20 from Kelso saying, "Take off that shirt, you hunk, Kappa Pride." Yeah, you hear that, Milton? You hunk?
Oh, now it's only $200 more. We're getting there. It's really close. Anyone can snipe it at this point.
Oh, and a quick reminder, we have a plant here that needs water. So for every $20 donation, we rename him or her.
And we'll use this to water the plant.
His or her name. I don't know why I say his. I'm assuming his gender.
I mean, Cacpe couldn't be anything, right?
Yeah, Cacpe. It's
like
plant.
the plant's current name is Cacpe, and
Yeah.
it could be a he, it, she. I don't know. You can choose. Like if you
It's
donate
just plant.
$20
It
or
doesn't
more,
have gender.
yeah, but if the viewers want to, they can give it a get gender too. I don't care. So yeah, if you donate more than $20 and specifically mention what the plant name should be and gender maybe, we'll do that. And water.
And while we wait for them to set up Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna plug Elgato. Thank you, Elgato, for being a great sponsor of the event. They've helped us with the Stream Deck, which allows the hosting station for the first time to take a lot of control of the stream. And that's helped tremendously in this whole intermission thing. So big ups to Elgato Gaming.
Makes
Thank
it a lot
you.
smoother. Also, another one of our big supporters is Twitch, who definitely promoted us a lot on the front page and so on.
Thank
So
you,
very
Twitch.
big thanks to that.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes,
On Twitch.
without all the viewers, this wouldn't even, be happening really.
Elgato also,
They donated
what
some
is the English word?
prizes.
No, man, English is hard.
Maybe try to explain it.
They helped make our streaming PC possible.
Oh yes, they sponsored some of our streaming PCs. Oh well, that streaming PC.
And then we have a $25 donation from Anonymous with no message. Please leave a message so I can read it out.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
more messages, the more reading we do.
Maybe they don't like our rating. Maybe they.
You think so? I don't. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe.
think so.
Feels bad now. There's been a lot of like no messages.
You think that's just because of us?
I think so.
That would
It
make me
could
feel
be.
really bad.
Do you not like us?
I mean, I
I
hope you
think
do.
we're alright. Feels bad, man.
So yeah, we're still setting up for Dark Souls 2 by Militant.
All bosses.
All bosses indeed.
I'm actually really excited to see so many Dark Souls games. I would have loved to see Bloodborne as well. But normally at these, because Dark Souls is not really a marathon-friendly speed game. So it's really nice to see that they were both like...
Got accepted?
Yeah, accepted into the marathon. It's
Yeah, that's
really
correct.
nice.
And speaking of not the most marathon-friendly games, we actually had previous ESAs where some of these runs didn't go quite that well.
So, to give you some backstory, Dark Souls at ESA is cursed. We had Kotti, what year was that?
2013, I think.
2013, running Dark Souls. It didn't go too well. And then we had Nubist in 2014.
2014, yes. Doing Dark Souls 1 all bosses, I think. if I
And
remember
he
that.
choked hard on Gwyn. Sorry, Nubist, I'm calling you out. We're never gonna forget.
It went a couple of minutes overestimate, to say it friendly.
Was it 45 minutes?
Well, I don't want to say the number, but yes.
And it was like pretty much only on Gwyn, right?
Like half an hour of that was probably on Gwyn, yes. And actually, I think it's the only Dark Souls run where at least 3 or 4 players tried to kill Gwyn.
So crazy. And then Kotti, I think, was it Kotti that came and tried to help, but he failed
Yeah,
as
Kotti
well.
tried
It was
to
just
help.
like,
I think Nevius tried to help, and someone else whose name I don't remember right now.
but the thing is, Nubist is a great speedrunner, so I don't know what happened there. We love you, Nubist. Sorry, best son. We have a $100 donation from Anonymous saying, "Can the plant's name be Kappa Pride?" Of course.
Of course, I will change that just now. And Morale will water the plant in the meantime.
Thank you for that donation, Anonymous. Helping the plant stay alive in this very hot room. We have a $20 donation from Anonymous saying, "The plant, her name is him." No, wait, his name is her. No, that's not good either. Its name is they. Damn, that was a fast change of the plant's name.
We'll do that, and also the run is ready, so let's switch to Dark Souls 2 All Bosses by Militant. Have fun!
Alright, where's the cap? There's the cap. Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Damn, it's working, yeah.
Yeah, it's working. Alright, hello. I'm a toxic bully. Some people also know me as Militant. Oh wait, you guys should introduce yourself. Come on, I'm not gonna do this for you.
Yeah, I'm ProFlow, and on the left of Militant there's